Good Monday, everyone. This is Karen from writefromkaren.com, and I thought I would do another vlog. I haven't done one in a while, and I thought I would participate in Monday Mingle. I haven't done Monday Mingle in a while. I'm gonna break the rules a little bit, I know, shocker, and do last week's questions because I am generally running a week behind anyway, and plus I like the questions. I think they're interesting, and so let's get started. The questions were submitted by Carrie from the 5 Fish, and she wants to know about piercings and tattoos. Have you ever had any? Do you plan on getting any? I am not a wild, crazy kind of person, so I don't have any piercings other than my ears. I have 2 holes in my ears, each ear, but I don't wear earrings very often. I'm not a real big jewelry person. In fact, I don't wear my wedding ring that often, much to my husband's annoyance, because my fingers swell like sausages and it gets to be uncomfortable. So I don't wear my wedding ring very often. So I don't wear jewelry very often. But when I do put earrings in my ears, I oftentimes have to re-pierce my ears because it's gone so long without wearing earrings that, you know, the little skin kind of grows back and you have to re-pierce it. And yeah, it's as painful as it sounds sometimes. No other piercings though. I am not interested in anything else, quite frankly, because I'm too lazy to take care of it. So, I mean, you know, I have so many sinus problems, nose problems. I can't imagine having a nose ring. Oh my Lord, that would be so gross. For me anyway. And there is no way that my belly is attractive enough to put a ring in it. So that's not an option. Tattoos, I'm not a tattoo person. I do not have any tattoos. I do not plan on getting any tattoos anytime soon, or really ever. Just the thought of needles, ink, pain, scabbing, itching, and of course the money, I've heard, is expensive. So no tattoos for me, not interested. The next question is, my husband. The next question is about politics. I don't know, guys, should I even go there? I mean, you know that I'm kind of political right now. I've gotten more political and outspoken since this last election. I'm not a big Obama fan. So I will try to be tactful on this question. I don't want to tick anybody off, and this is not about politics, but it is a question, and I do want to play, so I will answer. As far as the issue, I have a lot of issues. There are a lot of issues that I could talk about, but I will keep the peace because I know that not everyone agrees with me, and they are hot topics. People are passionate about them, as you know, including myself. So I'll stick with something semi-safe. And I think that a big issue that I would definitely concentrate on if I were ever in office would have to be taxes. I'm not a big tax fan, and I think that our government has just gotten too used to just raising taxes willy-nilly, not really thinking about it too carefully. And I'm not just talking about the Obama administration, I'm talking about all administrations. The government in general, they're just tax happy. And we have got to stop the spending. We have got to stop it. I think that if people would actually sit down and figure out how much tax they pay, federal tax, state tax, sales tax, property tax. I mean, there's taxes everywhere you look, and it really adds up. My husband, who is an accountant, added it up one time, and a little over half of his paycheck was going to the government. Half, folks. That is unacceptable. We have got to stop the taxes. I mean, sure, there are programs out there that are beneficial with our tax dollars. Library, police, firemen, of course. There are some social programs that have worked, perhaps are not working now. But I think that the government is pushing the envelope. I think that we need to stop with the social programs. We need to stop assuming that someone else is going to pay the bill. And we need to look at what we're spending money on now and start cutting, cutting, cutting. And do you realize that if the Chinese decided to demand what we owe them, they could probably take over half of America? That's how much in debt we are to the Chinese. So these are really serious issues that we need to think about. And again, not to sound preachy, sorry, but I kind of lose patience with people who are like, well, I don't know anything about the issues and I'm not really into it and everything. Well, you know, I wasn't either. But now this is getting personal. It's affecting my children and my grandchildren. And I think that if we don't get involved and do something about it, that our country is going to look very different to our kids when they're our age than it does now. So, I'll get off my soapbox. That's all I will say about it. I could say so much more, but I won't. That's just how I feel about it. Less government, please. And the third question, oh, happy questions about wedding. My husband and I have been married, we will have been married 20 years next month. Yay! Rocky road, roller coaster ride, but we are still going strong, and it's been great. I mean, he's my best friend. I can't imagine life without him. As far as our wedding day, well, we paid for our wedding out of a student loan because we were really poor, and so we used one of my student loans to get married. So it was a very modest, very small wedding. My mother made my wedding gown as her wedding gift to us. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I think the memory that really sticks with me on our wedding day was, I didn't even realize this until we were taking pictures. My husband, he forgot to put on dark socks with his tux. He had on like basketball tube socks. So when he sat down to take a picture with my maid of honor, his pants hiked up and there's these glaring white basketball tube socks on, and so the photographer was horrified. He's like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do about this? So he stuck the maid of honor's bouquet, or it might have been my bouquet actually, now that I think about it, in front of his feet so that his white socks would not show in the picture. In fact, I posted a picture of it down below, you can see. So anyway, that was probably the funniest thing that happened on our wedding day. Otherwise, I had to wear ballet slippers because I'm as tall as my husband. I didn't want to be taller because I would have felt awkward, so I wore ballet slippers with my gown. And gosh, other than that, I think that was about it. Everything else went pretty smoothly. It was a really beautiful small wedding, and that's what we wanted. We didn't want to spend a lot of money on it because we wanted to save all of our money for the honeymoon, which we went to Cozumel, Mexico for our honeymoon. It was so fun. And I cried because it was the first time I was out of the country. Actually, it was the first time I was out of Missouri. So, talk about a culture shock. But anyway, that was really fun. So, okay, that is all I'm going to say now. I know I've rambled on, and this is probably going on forever, but those are the questions for this week. So I hope you guys will play along because this is really fun. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.